Right, let's be honest, when you're starting out, you just need something that works without a lecture on sound engineering. I ordered a few bits from AliExpress to dip a toe in, and the first thing I'm pulling out of the box is this wireless mic set. I skipped the absolute bottom of the barrel, thinking maybe for a few quid more the connection won't drop every 5 seconds. And you know what? It's been fine. It works. You get the two little mics, this receiver box with every port you could need, Lightning, USB Type-C, the old 3.5mm jack, plus two fluffy wind covers, a manual, and a cable. The box it came in looked like it had a minor disagreement with the postman, but who cares? The thing itself feels alright. It's not sculpted from a marble, but it doesn't creak when you pick it up. And that's kind of it. My voice sounds clearer and a lot closer than it does on the phone mic, which was the entire goal. For getting started, it just gets the job done. A practical thing about this set is how little there is to actually set up. The connection is pretty straightforward and intuitive, and I had absolutely no issues pairing it with my phone for the first time. I also tried recording while moving to another part of the room, and the connection and the sound remained perfectly stable. It's clearly designed for that kind of realistic, simple use, and for those situations, it will do just fine. It's funny how the simplest things can become a bit of a puzzle. I ordered a couple of these little flexible phone holder arms, the idea being to finally have a cheap and reliable way to mount my phone for recording. I don't have a proper tripod, so my setups are, let's call them creatively precarious. It seemed like a straightforward fix. Holding it in your hand, it feels sturdy enough. The listing has a very specific instruction. You're not supposed to straighten it out completely. You're meant to keep it curved, which supposedly stops it from sagging under the phone's weight. That part is true, almost too true, because finding the right balance between bending it into the position you want and having it not slowly droop under the weight of the phone is surprisingly difficult. It's not as effortless as it looks. Then there's the clamp itself. The part that holds the phone is quite large, and its grip is very firm. That sounds good, but it makes it tricky to position the phone without one of the side buttons getting pressed. You're almost guaranteed to accidentally mute the phone or change the volume. I did eventually find a position where it worked, but it's a bit of a design flaw, and the clamp's base, that part that attaches to a surface, is strong, but it has smooth fit. On any polished desk or headboard, it just slides. If you watch the seller's demo video knowing this, you can actually see it happen. In the end, the solution I found was to use both of the ones I bought together. Thankfully, I had two. With two arms sharing the load, they hold the phone just fine. But that moves it from being a simple and single tool to a bit of a makeshift rig. It works, but I wouldn't call it a lightweight or hassle-free solution. It solved one problem, holding the phone, but introduced several smaller, fiddly ones you have to manage. I bought this little polishing pad attachment for a drill off AliExpress, thinking it might save some effort on waxing the car. The product itself is completely fine. There are no issues with it. It attaches solidly, the fit is good, and it spins without any problem. It does exactly what it says on the tin. But after trying it, I'm left with a practical question about its usefulness. The pad's working surface is quite small, and the drill, even a lightweight one, is inherently heavier and more awkward to guide precisely than a cloth on your hand. So you end up trading the physical effort of polishing by hand for a different kind of effort of carefully maneuvering a vibrating tool. For a large flat panel, it might reduce fatigue, but for complex curves of a car body, I found myself wondering if it was actually any simpler. It doesn't feel like a gimmick because it functions perfectly well, yet it also doesn't feel like a clear, obvious upgrade. It's a tool that changes the nature of the work rather than outright eliminating the effort. Okay, this microphone, I actually like it. In fact, the sound you're hearing right now is coming from it, so that's the best review right there. Setting it up had one ironic little hiccup. The manual is quite sparse and this completely skips the part about physical assembling the mic. It doesn't tell you that the microphone capsule itself doesn't screw in. You just slot it between two rubber grommets. So I had a good 5-second pause just looking at the pieces, trying to figure it out. The funny thing is the manual does include the obvious bit. Plug the USB cable into your computer, which of course worked perfectly without any needs for instructions. The system picked it up immediately as the default mic and it worked straight away in, for example, Audacity, no fuss at all. The stand feels stable, the legs are splayed quite wide, so it sits confidently even on a slightly sloped surface. You just have to be mindful on where you place that big pop filter screen, because if you position it poorly, the whole thing can get a bit top-heavy and tippy. It's a minor thing, but you notice it. The important part is the sound, and it's a proper step up. I recorded a raw clip with this, then my laptop mic, and then my phone. The difference is obvious. This one just sounds cleaner. You don't get those harsh sounds or that vague room noise. The levels might be quiet, but you can fix it later. But you can't fix a bad recording. My one gripe is the RGB lights. They are fun for a minute, but if the mic is just sitting on your desk, they get annoying fast. A simple off button would have been perfect. But honestly, for the price and the audio quality you get, it's an easy recommendation. So if you're starting out, it just works and it works well. This little tripod is just a solid, useful thing. It's surprisingly stable for its size. The legs are fully flexible, so you can wrap them around something or just stand it up, and you can mount it pretty much anywhere. A table, a back of a chair, whatever you need. It's very handy. It also solves the problem I had with that other holder. The phone clamp here is narrower, so it's much easier to find a position where it won't press your volume or power buttons. I actually used to have one of these exact models years ago for recording little family videos and taking photos, so I know it's genuinely useful to have around. They aren't built to last forever. My old one eventually had a leg snap off and it wasn't really repairable, but it happened after a long time of proper use, not after a week. It served its purpose well. I liked it enough that I've just ordered another one for myself without any hesitations. It's not a flashy tool, it just does the job simply and reliably, which is exactly what you want from something like this. All the things I've shown today came from the regular bundle for less section on AliExpress. I just used the standard sales and coupons that are available to everyone. No special perks or hidden tricks. Not every single item in this parcel was perfect, but overall, I'm really pleased with it. I'm already using everything. So that's it for this one. New parcels are already on the way. Thanks for watching. Take care and I'll see you next time.